This is Force 13, it's Australia Oceania Channel. Tropical cyclone Marcus remains a Category 4 but severe cyclone and is heading for Category 5 status sometime this afternoon. We have another look at the life of the cyclone up to a few hours ago, and whilst review the life, sustained winds in a centre of 185 kilometres per hour with wind gusts at 260 kilometres an hour, located within 30 kilometres of 14.6 degrees south or 113.7 degrees east, 820 kilometres northwest of Port Hedland, 820 kilometres north of Exmouth, moving west at 30 kilometres per hour. Severe tropical cyclone Marcus continues to track towards the west, well away from the WA mainland, and Marcus may strengthen further during Wednesday before tracking towards the southwest on Thursday, when it will start to weaken. I find it interesting that the Bureau of Meteorology doesn't forecast out further than 3 days. We'll have a look at some of the track or the modelling, the track, and they say it's going to track towards the southwest. Yes, the southwest, but it's going to most likely recurve into the south or even southeast. Let's see what the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre is saying. They have it approximately 439 nautical miles north-northwest of Port Hedland, tracking westward at 14 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows a mature system with a pinhole eye 9 nautical miles in diameter that has fluctuated between periods of cloud filled and clearing over the last 6 hours. Here's the Bureau's current track, and they'll update 11 o'clock their time. So you can clearly see from the chart that it's going to track, it's going to recurve. Environmental analysis indicates low, less than 10 knots vertical wind shear, warm sea surface temperature 29 to 30 Celsius, and high ocean heat content, which all favours intensification. Tropical Cyclone 15S is expected to continue to steady intensify over the next 24 hours as it tracks westward under the influence of the subtropical ridge over Australia. Here's some models and their tracks. From 24 to 48 hours, intensity will gradually weaken as the cyclone deflects to the southeast, encounters increased vertical wind shear, decreased ocean heat content. So that's the latest on the cyclone, and you can definitely see that they have it recurving to the southeast, but it will definitely weaken. And a question mark or the question sign can be put out across various models, and here's a late cycle intensity guidance. There were only 2 models that said that it would reach Cat 5 system or Cat 5 status. An image provided by the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre and their track chart. The cone of uncertainty has Perth out of it, but it's mainly to the north of the capital. We will continue to bring updated information. We still have Invest 94p up there off Thursday Island, Papua New Guinea region, supposed to track into the Arafura Sea before tracking to the southeast. That's another system that we'll be focusing on, and that's in addition to what's happening with the severe weather now impacting parts of New South Wales. And even here in Brisbane, we've had rain overnight and the winds have actually picked up. Now here's a look at the NOAA FLOTUS on Marcus. Also keep an eye on the main channel. I've managed to capture a few minutes ago the International Space Station flying over Marcus. So hopefully I might be able to get that on the main channel for viewers to have a look. And the amount of white in the rainbow imagery currently on the screen represents quite a bit of cooling taking place in the cloud tops. But we might see the eye expanding out. The International Space Station is going to track back over it, but slightly to the south. Now we have a look at the upper level divergence and let's see what's going on. You actually have Marcus and two areas of interest, 94p and another low pressure system up there in the Solomon Sea region. The wind shear, the red's unfavourable, the green is favourable, yellow is neutral, but when it comes to the Coral Sea, it's so unpredictable. 24 hours shear tendency. If you'd like to comment on any video, you're welcome to post below each of our videos. The feedback is appreciated and it does get read. Now the 850 millibar vorticity, and to the north of Gove, the southern tip of Bougainville Island. What does one say about the tropical cyclone formation probability guide? Note the blue, the green, and I think we might actually see one to the north of New Caledonia. The overall picture by the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. The Bureau correction, the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has now finalised the tropical cyclone Idiakan over there to the south of the La Reunion, Mauritius region. And thanks to Levi Cowan, who has a marvellous website, the Tropical Tidbits. Here's some further tracks on Marcus. FOSS 13 is always looking out for people that are prepared to be part of the technical team And if you like to get in contact with Nathan, here he is with the usual ways of
You can
communicating.
follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which has had a revamp and is still under reconstruction, but take a look. Also YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that might be a good idea. Visit Force 13. We're also on Facebook under the same name, of course, and you can like us on there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Search Force 13, all in text for those. You can also add Force 13 on Skype or my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.